Hello, welcome back to the Stanley Parable 4, Temple of Sunshine. Where, so there's a couple of things I still need to do, which I forgot about last time. I knew this would happen, but let's see. So, something happens if we keep incrementing this number, but I believe it's broken, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I'm going to try the speed run. There's also something else we could do with the bucket. I just wanted to mention, before when I did the dog-cat slider, there was actually something that affected. I'm not sure what part of the game it was, I've just seen a picture, but you see a little newspaper like in one of the Far Future segments, and the headline is either cat-dog born, or cat-dog hybrid born, sorry, or something about a cat-dog war. So that slider actually did something. Anyway, let's begin.
This is
So for the speedrun, there's a couple of things we need. We need the shorter
all of
office,
his co-workers were gone.
and
What
we
could
need
it
to go
mean?
through the game a couple of
Stanley
times
decided to go to
make
the
the door
meeting
open
room.
automatically
Perhaps he had
when we
simply
go into the
missed
boss's
a memo.
office.
It's bucket time.
But there's also something we can do with this bucket. Just a little bit of dialogue we haven't got yet.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
I'm sure
to
there's
his
little
chest
smatterings of
and
dialogue we
entered
haven't
the
had here
door
and
on
there,
his
but
left.
it's fine.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Get this done.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication. The bucket did not react, except perhaps a tiny glow of warmth. Subtle, yes, but an unmistakable spark from somewhere deep within.
The bucket knows true art when it sees it. That's it. Anyway.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh,
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most
the panel.
logical explanation.
It's just a panel. I'm trying to think what the quickest ending is down here. It's not the museum. It might be the museum, actually.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in...
I'm just going to begin again and go do it without the bucket, because it's easier to think about. I think... which is the quickest?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Also,
perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
when the narrator said that you could feel someone following him, there was actually someone through that window I looked through a minute
When
ago.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Which is
he
freaky as
entered the
fuck.
door on his left.
Which apparently in the... I've seen this online during the Is It a Bucket game show. There's like a guy watching you in the audience, but I could not see a
there
single
was not a
person in any of these
single person here
screenshots.
either.
I don't know what they were looking
Feeling a
at.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Come into
to
my
his boss's
staircase.
office.
I got confused after I threw that word then. I don't know what I thought it was going to be.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
So I don't know if we can just reset here and it'll lock in place that we've already been through here. I'm not sure. But I think we should go through an ending. Just to be on the safe side.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
I'm trying to think what the
Control
quickest
Facility.
route is. I'm going to have to do this a couple of times. suppose I could practice up here. Hang on.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I think you can go a bit earlier, that was just a fear.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
because I take too long otherwise. I'll try again next time. Lock it in my muscle memory. My muscle memory.
This mind control facility, it was too
it's fucking
horrible
green
to
glowing
believe
thing in
it
the
couldn't
box.
be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Opens inwards, that's good to know.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
I wonder if you pirate the game it says you.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
That's what we're after.
Blackness and a rising chill.
You need the different layout of the office. There's the blue office.
Was it over?
That we saw in the whiteboard ending. There's also one that's just a corridor. Just a corridor from Stanley's office to the two doors room.
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Where there was
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
different, longer office. After this... Was it this room? No, it was after...
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It was after this corridor. There was just a long corridor here with windows on one side, which was totally different.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh,
feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Lovely. All the jokes we've heard before. Just do the same thing again. To quote 22 Jump Street.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Boop. I really need to look up just sound effects of a train going because I'm there for it, honestly.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
A train of steam. A steam train.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Early. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to
this one I can't seem to...
their true nature.
Oh shit,
revealed.
I got it.
Each
and then fell off.
the number of an employee in
Typical.
the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
This one
and Stanley, one of them,
see, I'm just falling off every time.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I didn't want that to, like, end the run, you know?
This mind control
obviously this isn't
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that...
and he did. He decided, and he said.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I realized on the achievement icons can change when you get the achievement. That's why before you get it, it's this image, and then after you get
someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking,
Francis Bacon,
but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Some of the
and that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Backwards. Hang on.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. The feeling of liberation.
Feeling of libation.
The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Let's go it, I should say.
And Stanley was happy.
The pouring of a liquid offering is a religious ritual, or the liquid so poured, or a beverage, especially an intoxicating beverage. An intoxicating beverage.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What mean it you could?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here.
Didn't know which way around the table is quickest.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase.
Up to his
Stanley
coming.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You up for coming? Gag him for it.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill
Quelle
surprise.
surprise. So hopefully next time it should just open straight away. I still need the short office though. You can't do it without the short office. That's my little sound effect for that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Itchy
Mind
nose.
Control Facility.
That's the noise that itch in my nose makes as well, by the way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Let me up here.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh no, I can't get up the whole way. Fuck.
Did he have the strength to find out?
That's not what I wanted.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Try again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When
I didn't have a problem with that
came
one to
to a
start with,
set
did I?
of 2 open doors, he entered the
look at me.
door on his left.
Problems aplenty, they call me. Is that red?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Other way slightly quicker, I
Feeling
think.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Yeah, I read
coming
that,
to a staircase. Stanley
hang on.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Apparently, and the wiki literally just says apparently.
Here's the door, just go.
There we are, that's what we're after. Apparently the blue office is more likely to appear after you jump from the cargo lift. I don't know about that. Because it literally just says apparently on the wiki. I don't stand around 100%.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fuck a lady. What's a guy got to do to fuck a lady around here?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Your mum.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
I'm
bore the
falling off.
number of an
Have they,
employee
like,
in the building.
borked that or
Stanley's
something?
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place
That's
where freedom meant
that is
nothing.
I might just not try that one. Because it seems like I
This
got up
mind
there,
control facility,
then you can't walk
it was
around the
too
fence.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Nay.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
Well, anyway, we're not gonna... Literally just need to keep resetting until I find it now. It's a bit crap, isn't it? It's the way of things. Let's see if this phone's ringing. That's the thing we haven't heard.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Why are you calling... That's not my desk. Oh, interesting. No mention of that on the wiki. That must be a new thing. What I did mention was that it was you sometimes get a call from someone about orders, and then the next time you start the game, there's loads of boxes everywhere. That's the orders. It's voiced by the same person. It said on the wiki, who voices Stanley's whiff. But looks like that's in there too. That's new. New 2-2. Right, let's...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's absolutely what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Classic. No, see, it hasn't. I was lied to. You can immediately tell if it's one of the changed offices, because obviously the blue one is totally different. The corridor is literally just a corridor. This clearly isn't a corridor. And then if I do find it, I've got to somehow not fuck up the whole thing, because you can't save or anything. Whew. Look! We did it! Let's go! Ignore the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
That's
his
good, because I
left.
hadn't seen that that room either. I'd seen the blue office, but not that one. Ah, the blue
Yet
office.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
I'm
to
just
his
concerned
coming
about
to a
that
staircase.
second
Stanley
set of
walked
desks that I
upstairs
can't
to
get
his
onto. Or I
boss's
can get
office.
onto it, but not... I can't get around the railing.
Here's the door, just go.
That's what concerned me. But we just have to try it without it, because like I said, I obviously can't do it. Unless you can stay... No, you can't stay on the railing. Can you stay on the railing? Actually, I don't know about that now. Actually, now I think about it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
No,
Control
the
Facility.
gate's higher. That's a shame.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Don't do this to me now.
screens. What horrible secret did this...
Sake! God damn it. Oh, shit.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, this
what
works
could
too.
it mean? Stanley decided to go. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
There you are, you're seeing
Feeling
all
a wave of
the new
disbelief,
offices.
Stanley decided to go up to his coming
It's
to a
way
staircase.
quicker, isn't it? You can tell without
Stanley
even
walked upstairs to his
timing
boss's
or anything.
office. Here's the door, just go.
There. It gets too dark, you can't see where the bloody door is. Good lord. Ow.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No, but I are it soon. I probably could do a good job right now, to be honest.
The lights rose on an enormous room
don't-
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Why is this happening now? Good God. That's so annoying. I was like doing it every time. There's my phone ringing. And then as soon as it's turn, I fucking choke. It's so annoying. I got 2 in a row as well, mind. Mind. Get used to those 2 notes. You're going to be hearing an awful lot more of them. Oi, oi, oi. Have I used my quota up for today? Oh, good lord. Something else that can happen, just incidentally, is that sometimes this corridor goes left instead of right. Obviously we won't see that in this run.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Fucking buckets in the way.
What could it mean?
Adding milliseconds to my
When
time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep, same joke again. That's how we roll here.
Here's the door, just go.
Right, if I don't fuck up that fucking railing off, that should be alright. I don't know why it's suddenly an issue now. Oh well. I know why it's an issue.
Stanley walked
because
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
So I'm not a sportsman. It's literally the only reason.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee.
I don't know if it's going to be quick enough.
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I don't know if it's going to be enough. I need to push the buttons from further away as well. I think I may have been too slow on that.
It was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy?
I need someone next to me with a stopwatch that can tell me to give up. It's not doable.
Manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Nay.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Nothing to fuck up here.
Controls
it's just all about how
with
long it took on the catwalk now.
Happy
yeah, on the catwalk.
Sad,
I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Walking, eating, working.
That's
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that...
I missed. After all that I missed. This is the bit that takes time as well. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I might have to sort out that second
Blackness.
catwalk. Cost
And
me
a rising
seconds.
chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Where light is.
And yet,
Ah,
even
light
as the
is.
immense door slowly opened,
I follow.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers
I live on the
gone?
divide between light
How
and
had
dark.
he been freed
I
from
am the
machine's
Batman.
grasp? What
I haven't
other
seen the new film, I
mysteries
presume
did
that's how
this
it goes.
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was
Constant
not knowledge
reimaginings
or
of Batman
even
are so
power
annoying.
that
Like,
he had
that's
been
because the story
seeking,
never changes. It's
but
always the same fucking
happiness.
story.
Perhaps
It's never
his
adding
goal
anything.
had not been to understand.
Anyway, I haven't seen the new one, so I'll
but to
reserve
let
judgment.
go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he
No, the
lives,
ones are still
it will
fine.
be
There's nothing wrong with
his.
them.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth
Come on.
knowing. Stanley stepped through
I'm walking,
the
I'm
open
walking, I'm
door.
walking. Go, 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 go. Let me out.
Stanley
Yes!
felt the cool breeze upon his skin.
MLG.
Feeling of liberation. The immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way.
Cool. The second
right
catwalk
now,
doesn't matter then. It's the office that's the
things
main
were
thing.
meant to happen.
I don't even know the first one
And Stanley
counted. I'm gonna have to stick them together in the edit, and actually I'll flash up on screen how long it actually took. So you can all use that to plan your own adventures. Right, so now the only thing left to do, apart from
How
wait,
long was I sitting there? Stanley
waiting for a
wondered to
random phone
himself.
call.
Minutes?
I'm not gonna do.
Days? Centuries?
Centuries.
Did something crucial happen while my senses were
Oh.
turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Also, someone else did this thing with where they managed to leave the door open. If you go back in, he sometimes says someone else. Or if you sit and wait, maybe. And then the door stays open. Maybe. Maybe a possibility. I don't know if I can do it now. Whatever.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Right,
it-
well there's nothing else to do now then. Except continually restart the game for a little while. Let me just open Steam so I can just hit the big button. It's a bit easier. How many people have got this achievement? 9.2% of players. Hell yeah. So it's only commitment and super go outside to do. Yeah, I'll try and do commitment. I need to wait. I should have done it. I was off. Oh no, the game wasn't out yet. I was planning to do it like for the original Stanley Parable last Christmas, because like when I'm off work for like a week or two, I'm normally, you know, not going to bed until midnight. So you can just start it up sort of like 5-2, go to bed, and then stop it just before you go to bed the next midnight, and that's the whole Tuesday. Whereas as it is, I'd have to leave my PC on for like an extra, well, like 2 hours, say, before midnight, and then it would be, yeah, it'd be like an extra 6 or 7 as well. So I just don't want to leave my computer on unnecessarily. Anyway, the Stanley Parable 5, Passion of the Monkeys. So are these things based on what you pick, or are they based on just the number? Pump viscosity. Oh, it only goes to 100 now. Oh no, there we are. 1,000, perfect. Up we go again. Oh, cloud save. Here we go again. Cruz, cruz, cruz. Davere den. Oh, Forbidden Scorpion. That sounds a cool one. This office is under 24-hour surveillance. Waz just does that. Anyway. Uploading cloud save. Play. Synchronizing. Stanley's Tiny Zone. I like a whisper of spiders. We must just pick several from a set word list. Oh! So, this one is the special one. I mean, it's number 8, you can probably guess why. But I read that it's it breaks, it crashes. Someone said that if they activated the development branch, it didn't crash. So we'll try it normally first, and then we'll try the dev branch. Stanley Parable 8. Unforgivable human condition. Damn, it's pretty fucking metal. Yeah, see, this is the bit that's broken here. It's just stuck on the menu. Which is obviously no good. Because just hitting the number 8 a load of times. Yeah, it's no good because I'm just going to Control or Delete. Or no, I'm going to Control Shift Escape. I'm just going to kill it. Hopefully we don't lose that 8, because we only get one chance at 8, unless it's everything. Maybe we have to go to 88. Right, properties, betas, development branch. Right, so it's gonna download this now. Bear with me a sec. If it's 9, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Fuck. That's really annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Stanley Parable 9, Part 5. Paperwork. So basically what's meant to happen is... Oh, it's Mariella. What's meant to happen is you play the 8 game from the demo. My phone's ringing. Yeah, so you're meant to get a version of the 8 game from the demo. The game where you press a button and it says 8. So let's have a look and see if it's on YouTube. And I'll just show it here. Doesn't look like it, honestly. 8 game. I mean, if I put add game to this search query, it's just gonna fucking talk about the game Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, isn't it? Fucking hell. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's on the internet. At least not at least not what I'm looking at. Hang on. I'll just try search engine. Do you know what? It's not going to happen, so maybe I'll just cut this bit out. Thanks, though, everyone for watching. Now it truly is over, so thank you again, and I will see you. I'll tell you what, for old time's sake, let's just go to number 10 or 9 or whatever it is. I should have just activated the dev branch to start with, shouldn't I? I was a fool. There might be something in the game settings, actually, that's... hang on, let me open up the... Local files, browse. Show Deluxe data. I don't know, they might be in like kind of an obfuscated manner. They appear to be in FPS counter, that's not it. I don't know. If it's in here, I hain't found it, and I hain't gonna find it, so that's that. In the meantime, Revenge of the Human Condition, I love it. Very human condition based today. Oh wow. That's different. What the fuck is this? Just want to take a screenshot of it. That's awesome. Anyway, thanks everyone. See you never. Bye.